So, Mr. Nell, what are you going to tell me now about the Korean War?
Well, during General MacArthur's landing at the North Korean port of Incheon, first there was a wave of Marines that were landing into got into a Higgins boat or a landing craft, utility boat, and then they approached the seawall on Walmidu Island. Well, this landing craft here, not like the Pacific landings where they can drop the forward ramp, because of the high seawalls, they had to use these just basically ladders to scale over. Now as a boy, this picture had always intrigued me. In many conflicts, there's always an iconic photograph, like the Marines raising of the Stars and Stripes over Mount Suribachi. Well, to me, this is the Korean War's version of that. It's not that well famous, but this Marine is an officer. How do I know he's an officer? He has an M1 carbine. Still, how do I know he's an officer? He's leading from the front. Well, this Marine officer happens to be First Lieutenant Baldemaro Lopez, the son of Spanish immigrants. He enlisted in the Navy in 1943. In 1944, he was accepted to the U.S. Naval Academy. He went through a 3-year program rather than a 4-year program. But by the time he graduated from the United States Naval Academy, the Second World War was already 2 years over. But during the landing at Incheon, he was a platoon leader of these Marines right here on this Higgins boat that was climbing over the seawall on Walmidu Island. Shortly after the photograph was taken, Lieutenant Lopez and his men were charging his North Korean gun emplacement. He saw the gun emplacement, pulled out a grenade, and he was about to pitch it at them. Well, he got struck by rifle fire, and the grenade had fallen out of his hand. And then at that moment on, he noticed that his platoon was directly right behind him. He knew if that grenade go off, it would have hurt and maybe killed some of his Marines. So he sacrificed himself by smothering the grenade that he was about to throw at the enemy, and he smothered himself. He smothered the grenade with his own body, the explosion thus killing him. Lieutenant Lopez was thus posthumously awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor for his heroic actions.
Wow. Very nice. That is a heart-wrenching story. Thank you.